Hello, everybody, and welcome. Apologies, we had a very slight technical issue in which somebody kept spilling stuff all over their desk, and I'm not going to say who it
Not on
was.
camera.
Yeah, not on camera, which is very rude. At least that way we could have all seen it and laughed. Um, yeah. Before we go too much further, those who don't know who we are, we'll do some introductions. Starting with the individual in the top left corner, as per usual, especially because he looks all glam in his lovely jumper? Pajamas?
This is technically a pajama top, but I've got it on over the top of my hoodie, which is also the Green Ranger suit. Um, because it's bloody cold.
Didn't feel
So-
You
rangery
can't
enough.
double ranger. What are you doing?
It's cold, so I put more layers on. But I still wanted to have rangery goodness. Hello, I'm Michael. I'm playing Peter, the White Ranger, and yeah, this is going to be interesting. Matt is playing on my one weakness.
You have more than one, I'm sure.
I was just thinking that, but I wasn't going to say it, so.
My one main weakness?
Oh,
He's
right.
playing on a weakness. A weakness. There we go.
I'm next because there's a hole in the middle. There's a hole in our hearts this week.
There's a hole in the bottom of the...
Yeah. I am the other Michael, and it's weird that we're back to back. Hi. Yeah. I've been awake for approximately 30 minutes, and yeah. I'm playing Sarah, the Pink Ranger, and I guess I'm doing a concert because I was tired last week.
This is what happens when you sleep in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get voluntold.
And I totally missed like people getting chewed out for consequences of their actions. Sigh.
Oh, yeah, this me. Hi, I'm Sabina. I play Cassidy, the Phantom Ranger, and I gave a lot of information to people last time because sometimes you just know things as a Phantom Ranger. Sometimes it pays to know things.
And hello, I am Jay, and I will be asking the important and big questions this week, such as, Matt, where has the gin gone?
Why is all the rum gone?
It's on your
Why
desk.
has the gin gone? More important than that, if you can believe it, I will be playing Q, who is the Gold Ranger and the leader of what's left of this team.
What's left? It's something we've all perished.
Yeah, like
Okay,
the team's
you know.
still there. It's just
We're just never all in the same place at the same
Yeah.
time.
I mean, listen, space has done things to us. I'm not sure we're all here anymore.
space has done things.
We've
That's
already realized that we hate the moon. Are we just gonna hate space in general now?
So just for
Very
a point of
spatial.
clarification before we go any further, is it just like the moon, as in the moon orbiting Earth, or is it all moons?
It was the moon. It could
It
be.
was the moon because
all moons
Rita
just have a stigma to them now.
Yeah, no, yeah, it might just be all moons now.
Let's not be moonist. Come on.
Okay.
No, but that's them. That's not Cassidy, because Cassidy's been to plenty of moons that are fine.
To be fair, it's just space. Like, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Nothing good has happened since we've gone to space.
Bones was right. Nothing good ever comes from space.
You got a dog.
I did get a robotic dog, yeah.
Just
Okay,
find it out.
one good thing has happened since we went to
Yeah, I
space.
can't think of any other good thing that's happened since you went to space.
I was gonna
I
say,
don't
yeah,
know, our stealth mission was pretty badass.
yeah. But we've also sort of become cops, and it's like, oh man, really?
And the ambassador to the North Pole.
That is a good thing. Yes, I'm official now. Yes.
What is the Ferrero Rocher?
Like, this game really did just go all kinds of crazy once it hit space, if we're being honest with ourselves.
I mean, it was already pretty crazy, and then it just kind of kept going.
Yeah, it jumped the shark.
This is the kitchen sink game. Like, we got ponies,
Yeah.
we got robots, we got Santa Claus, we got Snake.
We got cake.
Snake Eyes. Yep.
We got Snake Eyes.
Don't forget Snake Eyes. Okay.
Can't forget him.
Very quick recap then. Last week's episode, the Rangers finally made it to Safehaven. It has only taken like 20 something episodes, I think, to make it to Safehaven.
So many.
But we got there.
Possibly close to 30 episodes to make it to Safehaven, I do believe, at this point in time.
Somebody can't read a map.
We ran into a lot of issues.
Look, I was learning, okay? It's all new.
Space, yeah. You're going to hear that a lot. Space. You
Space.
finally met the Omega Rangers once again, re-met in a lot of cases, got to sort of hang out with friends and in some cases family, or at least close enough to being family. Peter got chewed out by Billy, who basically told him that he really doesn't consider the consequences of his actions before he leaps into them.
Don't meet your heroes, guys.
It was bad. Cal decided to have a bit of a stroll through the city where he thought he saw he thought he saw or foresaw the potential for a battle to take place, but in fact saw a weird owl-like creature in full plate armor, multiple swords, actually save what looked to be a pickpocket from certain doom, and they managed to strip some big firearms off of some people that definitely didn't look like they should be holding onto them.
No Americans.
Gonna gloss past that one just because that's a big old country to be angry at us, so we've not done that in a while.
Oh, now I know why we're in space.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was pretty much it. Oh, and they found out they had to go to Triforia because the Psycho Rangers were going to be heading in that direction, and that they could indeed build a prison to hold Ivan Ooze. If they were able to do so successfully, then they could avoid having to fight him in perpetuity, because
Yep.
apparently Ivan Ooze is
You don't die.
undefeatable.
He's
It's a
too
Mary
powerful.
Sue.
Yeah. So
He's a Mary Sue.
He's a fembot.
it is.
Is he?
Sorry, I just had Austin Powers in my. Why won't you die?
Like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have like machine gun. Yeah.
Jugglies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I don't remember that from the Power Rangers
I mean,
movie.
he can
Been a while.
like change his like physical form, so he could.
I mean, did you not see the post-credit sequence?
Y'all are incorrigible.
It is late afternoon, early evening on Safehaven. The sun is setting, the moon is rising, and as it does so, people are gathering around the tents and buildings that have become their refuge from this galaxy-spanning war. You see groups of people cooking up like barbecues and soups, casseroles, stews from their own planets that they've managed to bring foods and spices back from. You see people chatting away, performing music, playing games, just trying to sort of bring some joy, laughter and fun into, the darkness. There is a lot of light, generally from fire, but more importantly, there is a lot of movement down towards the edge of the city as people from the ship work to set up speakers and a rudimentary stage,
Is that list?
because the lovely Sarah and her band, do you remember what they were called?
Sleeved Heart. Yeah.
Yep.
I literally had to go do research yesterday because I forgot the amazing name I came up with.
Yep.
It's an amazing name.
Are going to be doing like a bit of a sort of tribute concert, doesn't seem right, but that sort of thing, just to try and bolster some spirits, share their Earth music with the populace of Safehaven.
Space tour.
That was
We
half the
wanted to
reason
bring the band to space,
out here.
okay?
Yeah.
We've got to give you
Yeah, no,
reasons
I
to
know.
bring the band to space.
Yeah.
Kyle, as per usual, is helping to set up all of the microphones, getting all of the speakers set up, all of the instruments set up. He hasn't electrocuted himself in a while, so it's pretty impressive. Ever since becoming a ranger, auxiliary ranger as you may refer to him as, he's been doing pretty well. It's almost like the new added responsibility has really sort of grabbed him by the scruff of his neck and straightened him up. That or Cal's training regimen has really done the same thing with an added boot to the backside.
Yeah, we haven't had to like change the sign for a while. You know, like it's been like 0 days since Kyled for a while.
It's
Kyle,
Kyle.
I approve of that. As people begin to gather around the stage, it's a bit chaotic. People are bringing big trays of food around. There's tables being set up with like small banquets. Even it's not your ordinary concert. It seems almost to be. It takes you back to that performance in the park that the lovely giant wasp monster
Yeah, I
attacked you.
immediately start looking for wasps.
Yeah. With like the park benches with the foods and the pizza and things on, and students gathered around outside, but also just enjoying the evening. Coming out of the juice shack with drinks and burgers and fries. It's got that sort of attitude and that sort of atmosphere to it. Just maybe a little bit sadder.
Peter,
Yeah.
set your scanners to wasps.
Um. Okay. It's not a setting I have, but okay.
I, I got a deja vu, and I don't want to deal with that guy again.
Oh yeah, he's still out there, isn't
Yeah, he
he?
got away. Yeah.
Hey, did we see him in the pub when we were trying to trick what's his face?
You did indeed. The last time you saw
Alga.
him was in the bar
With the bounty
with
hunter.
Dane, the bounty hunter, which I've just worked out is actually Dog the bounty hunter. Sorry, sudden like slap in the face moment just then.
Wow. I hadn't. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm just my brain is just overlaying dog on Dane, and it's no. Why?
Dane with a mullet.
And that's the end of today's stream.
Exactly. Thanks for coming.
On that note,
I
bye-bye.
need to go like wash my brain.
And all of our brains have been broken today. Thank you.
Pete, go ahead and make me a technology check to try and adjust
Oh,
your
wow.
sensors
Roll
to
for
wasp.
wasps.
Yeah, roll for wasp.
Roll for wasp.
Roll for wasp.
At least
Make
it's a
a
skill
wasp
you're good
check.
at.
I mean, yeah, you know I'm there. So, like, but what other dice do I need? That one. Go bananas.
BANANAS.
22?
22. You're pretty certain that whilst your sensors will not detect wasps specifically, they will detect any residual energy from anybody being teleported down to the planet, and will give you at least a few seconds of warning. Although, with so many Power Rangers also teleporting backwards and forwards, it may give you a few false alarms too.
I will relay the information over to Sarah. So can't set up specifically for wasps, but got some early warning systems in place. So if anything does go down, we'll know.
All right. I mean, however you got to do your thing. Do it. I mean, you're the button guy.
Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
as the crowd gathers, the darkness begins to really sort of settle on the city outside of Safehaven. The fires are crackling, the heat is stifling. The sweat is probably not just from those fires, but maybe a little bit of nerves as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us how this performance is going to go? And I've just seen a message saying, you know what? This is about 5 to 10 minutes a little bit late. I do apologise, Jay, but yeah, go ahead and roll me an alertness insight check whilst Sarah you finish off your set list.
Totally just gonna copy the set list from the same concert. Let's invite BDB because with more deja
Let's not
vu.
invite BDB. I do not have a battle map for this concert.
Where we're going, we don't need battle maps.
Hell?
we definitely need battle maps for
Wrong
Going
game.
to the theater of the mind.
Mind.
Sabina, whilst this is happening, you've
Mhm.
obviously you've spent some time with your emissaries recently. Joe, I'm going to come
Mhm.
back to you in a second. You've probably you spent some time with the emissaries. You spent some time with Trini. She's pregnant. A bit of a shock to your system,
Yeah. Was not expecting
and
that.
yeah, and now you're
Oh boy.
back. You're
Go Jason.
here. You're sort of standing guard over the concert. Roll me an alertness check. I'm gonna say either eyes or ears. Your choice. If you've got something that gives you a bonus
Eyes
to
are
either of
better for
those.
me, so
Fantastic.
yeah, I get bonuses for eyes.
Okay. And then we'll flick back over to Jay because he's got a result for his insight check.
Critical 26.
Critical 26. You feel as if the moon
That moon
shines
is good.
particularly bright upon you this day. It is a fortuitous day, and yeah,
It's a good moon.
it's a good moon.
There shall be much moon.
There should be
Full
many moon.
moon.
It's a full moon that shines particularly brightly upon you, and you feel good fortune. I'm going to reward you with a story point for the sheer insanity of
Vibe checking the moon.
yeah. So where you
With
would
20
have
on my D20
five,
and a 6 on my D6.
you in fact have 6 story points to begin the adventure with today, because you would
Heck
initially
yeah.
have 5 because of how many of you are, and the fact that you do have your general perk that gives you an extra story point.
I'm really glad I had edge on that. It's still not very good. uh that's an 8. But can I use that story point that he
Yeah,
just
for
got
your
us so I could use my thing with our beautiful upshifts?
yeah. So you can
Yeah.
re-roll your skill roll, a failed skill check with 2 upshifts because you're a phantom ranger and they're sneaky like that.
Uh-huh. And because I still have that perk that allows with keen eye that allows me to roll with edge, I still get edge.
That is a crazy power. Like,
Pete, also roll me
Hey,
a
that's
alertness
better.
perception check. Again, either ears or eyes, whichever is better for yourself if you have any bonus to them.
Okay, that's better.
11.
I got a 14.
Alertness is not one of my best.
Pete, you see, walking through the crowds, there are a lot of different groups that have kind of, as they do, groups kind of assemble, they walk together, they move together, and almost like schools of fish, they pass through other groups. You do see in those, like, walking between those groups are individuals, one or two at a time, that seem to be shifting those groups, but you can't tell why.
Okay. I'll keep a observation on them and
Cassidy,
notify the rest of the squad.
Mhm.
you spot, unfortunately, you didn't see the individual earlier because you weren't with Pete or Cal, but
But I identified him.
you identified Archon, yes, but you did not
Yes.
spot the Hartunian pickpocket that is now moving through the crowd,
No, I did not.
taking anything and everything that they can.
Do I spot him now and just not recognize him? Because I didn't.
Yes. You do
Okay.
see him. You do see this little child, looks to be about 10 or 11 years old by sort of Earth standards because of the height.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
Sort of pale greenish skin with yellow eyes, three of them. Two, as they would be sort of for humans, and then one in the center of their forehead.
Uh, Cassidy is not morphed right now, but she is playing bodyguard. But she'll probably like weave into the crowd and be like super stealthy and then put herself in that person's path. So like as he dodges, he'll like run into her, the kid's path, so she can like look at him very disapprovingly.
Give him like the mum stare.
Oh yeah. Like Cassidy's mom does to her when she's disappointed.
It's like, I'm not angry with you, I'm just disappointed.
They
Hmm.
see you criming.
Does Pete see this interaction?
I would say 100%. There's, Cassidy. You can see Cassidy walk down. There's no attempt to be subtle.
Would he recognize
She was
the
being
Pete?
sneaky. She was
Being
being sneaky,
sneaky.
she was being sneaky so the child didn't see her. So I guess
I
Pete
would say
knowing
then
her,
roll
yeah.
me infiltration against alertness, and
Okay.
you two do that whilst we go back to Sarah and have a look at Sarah's.
Oh, sorry, Matt, very quickly. Would I recognize the thief from when me and Cal
You
were
would recognize the thief as long as your
awesome?
alertness beats Cassidy's infiltration check to have seen the.
Ooh, 19.
I'll put it. I got 18 for my infiltration.
We're just going to pop back over to Sarah and
I'll put
see
it in the
how
thing for you.
the concert is going.
Oh, is it happening? Oh, okay.
It's happening. It's on full blast. The music is playing over the speakers, which are they're vibrating enough to sort of like have that thrumming shake upon the floor. There's a few bemused looks from some of the onlookers who aren't used to the style of music. A few seem to be dancing, though to a rhythm you can't hear.
And your own rhythm.
So
Yeah.
go ahead and make me a performance check. We're going to say a performance check aided by the members of the band. So this probably is actually going to put you in auto crit, I would imagine.
Um.
You got three members of the band there with you.
So is that three shifts?
Yep.
12, 3, 6, or 2d8, 3d6.
Oh, not an auto crit.
Yeah, I'm only at d10
Okay.
base. Yeah.
Okay.
I only hit auto crit when I'm like blowing people up.
While Sarah's rolling those dice and re-rolling any dice that they may be able to re-roll, because it's generally a thing. Let's check in with Jay, who had his finger up in the air.
Thank you for clarifying where my finger was. Very smart. Did we work out where Q was? I'm assuming by this point in time I'm down with everybody else at said gig space.
I was going to say up to Q, but my suggestion would be either not backstage, but sort of at the front, maybe helping out, coordinate the
Security.
setting up of everything, or possibly even just enjoying the show.
I would like to try and find this rhythm that the people are dancing to in between the rhythm.
Go ahead and make me a performance check.
Thank you. Because I can finally go.
Yes, you can.
Can I use
Is
the
it
edge
dance
on my
related?
social/smarts if it's dance
It
related?
is dance related. Yes.
Yeah.
First die!
I also got my edge again on performance. Woo!
What do we get for your performance check? Is that a
Critical 29.
Critical 29? That's
I will
not
not
bad,
be
is it,
getting
at all?
I
I
do
think
one
it's
thing.
fair to say that despite the translation of some of the words, some of the concepts in the songs, like the words are translated perfectly. Some of the concepts may not come across.
I mean,
The
if I had a minute, I could have because you gave me that perk, the like ambassador perk. I forget what it's called. Xenolocation study.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have probably I'd probably be singing everything in whatever our version of Galactic Basic is. So like
Yeah, you do have, yeah.
yeah.
Still bars, wheats, grass, and ninny buns.
Lots of those, yes.
Yep. lots of universal greeting. Yep. I'd just say that is definitely thrown in there somewhere in the song, maybe towards
Oh,
the
I want to say
beginning
that
or
there's
towards the middle
probably
and
she
end
probably wrote a whole new song like that's
that features it.
Vital
Yeah.
No, what you do is you play Vertigo by U2. Hello, hello.
But just Bowie Grunt, I've been yeah.
Bowie bra, Bowie bra. Hola.
Everybody, by the time you're 2-3 songs into your playlist, everybody is up and moving. There's still some who are moving to this rhythm that, again, you still can't hear. You don't know where they're getting it from. You don't know if it's at a pitch that you're just not capable of hearing, or they're just dancing to their own tune, or what. But for the bulk of it, between the humans that have come with
Okay.
you, yep, I was going to say the bulk of it, because Bulk and Skull are there too.
Hey.
Between the humans that have come with you that are there dancing and enjoying the downtime as well, and the fact that the music is inspiring, it's uplifting, it's enjoyable. Everybody is just moving and having fun, and there's laughter, there's cheer in the air. And whilst it's not physically happening, it just feels like the darkness, that oppressive force that otherwise was pressing down as the evening wore on, just fades away a little bit at the edges of the concert.
Appropriately enough, I think I'm going to say that where this really kicks off, like during Light Speed to My Heart.
Yes. I was hoping you'd bring back that song.
And Jay, with Q's 21, you can't find the source of the rhythm. Again, like whether or not it is at just too different a pitch, but you do find yourself able to move into the rhythm. You're able to join in that rhythm. And as you do, as you're moving in with it, you find it's almost a counter rhythm.
Question for Sarah. What song is currently playing at the moment?
Currently, it would be Lightspeed to My Heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whilst Lightspeed to My Heart is on, Q is currently with the sub rhythm crew, are currently dancing to "Come on, shake your body, baby, do the conga." No, you can't control yourself any longer.
At least it's not Cuban Pete.
We don't talk about that song. It's talked about too much.
Poor guy, just back at home, minding his own business.
Yeah,
Just
Claydora's pizza is a
sudden
burning right
itch
now.
on the back of his neck, like
Cuban Pete, not Clay Doya's Pete. The
I
song.
know, but it still references him.
Sorry, Pete. We don't talk about you.
And so we got a 21 from Sabina, and I think it was a 19
No,
from.
it was an 18 for me.
Sorry,
And it
that's
was
what I
a-
meant to say. I actually
Yeah.
looked at the 18 and then said 21 because that was what was below it. I'm just apparently
Gosh darn it,
illiterate.
Jay.
There's an 18 from Sabina, I think a 19 from Pete.
Mhm.
So you do see Cassidy move down into the crowd to slowly position herself in such a way that as the pickpocket retrieves let's say just like a couple of coins, nothing really of too much value, just of cultural significance more than anything else. As they take a few steps back and then turn to move away from their latest victim, they turn and then face plant right into Cassidy's shoulder and sort of stumble and fall to the ground. You see this
She's
all
not that
play
short,
out.
but okay.
No, but the kid is quite short.
I would like to.
Okay.
Pete will not teleport, but I want to get. I could just super leap or whatever to get there quick, but I don't want to make a big entrance. I just kind of want to slip in, and I'll get down to the kids' level, recognizing them from being the pickpocket before, and say I'm not in the habit of rewarding crime, but this is no way to live. I'll take the coins off of them that they took off of the unsuspecting person, and I'll return them to them later. And if permissible, I will spend a story point and summon a bag full of the gold that we stole from Divatox. And I'll say to the kid, this is no way to live, and I'll hand over the bag. And
Did you also steal gold from Divatox? Because I didn't tell you I stole gold from Divatox. It is safely in a capture card
you did
in
tell
my
us.
room. No, I didn't. Cassidy never told you. You just noticed.
Then if I can't summon some of that, I'm going to summon some magical gold using grid stuff.
I like how thievy these Power Rangers just happen to be every
We were
night.
stealing
away for
right
like
now. I'm
There is a
Robin
very
Hood.
good influence. I don't know.
Cassidy did it so they would have credits for other stuff.
Just like
We
Robin
needed-
Hood in
Stealing
we
from
needed
a pirate
space
isn't a crime. Gosh.
We don't have any space
Oh.
money. We just have Earth money. It doesn't do anything out here.
Now we have a lot of space money.
Then before I do this, I will turn. Cassie, give me gold.
You don't know shit.
Either
It's
way,
like the Robin Hood of thieves, so it's okay.
yeah, I'm trying to Robin Hood here. Let me do a thing. So yeah, if permissible, I would like to somehow summon some sort of money to give them.
Yeah.
And I'll
Since Peter stole my frickin' thunder.
my helmet will shift back off. I'll say to the kid take this, look after your family, and if you're ever in need, I'll give them a means to contact Peter directly. And then I'll shift back out and carry on watching the rest of the situation go down.
That went entirely differently than I had planned. I was gonna play bad cop. Peter was just like,
I mean, you
no,
can still
here,
play
let me
bad
take
cop.
this.
You can still play bad cop. Peter's played good
Okay.
cop. You can play the bad cop.
Before the kid runs off after Peter learns away, I'm gonna be like, give me everything else you stole.
I don't know what you're talking.
Everything else, I saw you.
And your lunch money.
I didn't take anything.
Anything that does not belong to you, please give to me, and I will see it to the rightful owner.
He sort of looks at you for a few more seconds and then like kicks off his boots.
You can
steal
keep
the
those, but like anything that you just recently stole in the crowd. Coins, small objects.
Make me another alertness perception check, both of you. And I say with 2 downshifts.
Does that include me? With
Yep.
the 2 downshifts?
Does,
Okay.
does that give me snag then?
What are you at?
I'm at a D2.
With a perk that I have a D4.
So you will roll with snag.
16?
Does that only...
With snag, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
I rolled a 19 and a 16.
Oh, no, not the
I'm
one I
gonna
wanted.
jump in on this too. 'Cause I'm watching this from
Okay.
yeah.
No, I think I can only redo this on skill dice. I don't think I can do
brain.
that on a D20.
The kid is
Here.
just like really just
Here.
casually just putting the boots back on. Just like one and then just putting the other one back on.
I got a 15.
Never
My
mind.
dice are not being nice to me.
Oh no.
And Sarah got a 6.
I have nothing that
Okay.
I can reroll ones on. I have edge, but I have nothing that I can reroll ones on D20s. I have stuff that I can
Specifically
reroll ones on.
skill dice.
I will tell you that the
so.
16 isn't high enough.
And I only
if you
got a
want to
15,
spend a
so.
story, or the 15 isn't high enough either. If you want to spend a story point because you can, it's a failed skill check. You can spend a story point to reroll with 2 upshifts still.
Ones
that
and
okay?
twos while using that skill. Okay, never mind. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna reroll that too.
Is it cool if I spend another story point, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. And so that would bring me back up to my D6. I'm
That
not using
doesn't
you.
matter. That didn't help.
mean.
Okay, never mind.
The dice do not like Sarah at this moment in time. Sarah is not meant to see this.
Nope.
I'm wondering if this kid is about to get away with this, which would be really, really bad if they do, because I didn't roll great, but apparently I just rolled better than everybody else at this point in time.
19.
I mean,
Okay,
I've clocked him. I'm gonna find him later.
I changed my mind. I rolled a 17, so Cassidy does notice as he's putting on that second boot, there's just a faint jingle sound of
Santa.
like coins just like knocking into each other, and he freezes and looks up at you. It's just at the buckle of the boots.
No.
He pulls the boot back off and just shakes it, and more coins come out, and he pulls the other boot back off and it turns that one up, and this very thin chain falls out, like a necklace chain. Just there's nothing really on it. It's just a thin gold necklace.
All right. So everything that he stole is of money value. It's nothing is really that, but some of this could be sentimental value as well.
Mostly sentimental, to be fair. Like even the coins, for the most part, are. Most of these planets have been abandoned because of the war with Dark Spectre. So it's not like they're rushing back to use them any day soon.
So I'll look at everything that he stole, and then I'll look at the kid, and I'll be like, my friend has a bleeding heart, and I understand. Stealing, I'm not going to ask why you steal. Most people steal to survive. And I guess that's what you're doing, considering where we are. But you have to think that a lot of these people are in a similar position as you. And the things you're taking from them are things that remind them of where they came from and their home. who they used to be, who they might still want to be. You have to carry that with you if you're going to steal. That some things you steal could ruin somebody's life, could ruin yours. So, I'm going to take this, put it in a lost and found, and you are going to be more careful. Do we understand each other? I'm
Sure.
definitely using my morpher for all that.
Be more
Universal
careful.
translator.
Only steal from people who don't know that I'm stealing from them, and make sure there's no Power Rangers around.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
you
is the
pretty much
correct
got it.
lesson.
Good job.
And like as he's taking the stuff out, there's like, from his pockets he pulls out like a fancy pen, a stylus that doesn't have a data pad or anything to go to it. Pulls out a couple of rings and what appears to be a rubber duck that's wearing like a Gold Ranger's outfit, like the whole suit, and just puts them on the floor and sort of knocks them to the side, just kind of knocks them all flying to distract you, and then just turns and runs with his bag of money.
Joke's on him there. Chocolate coins.
Yeah. And then
Surprised me
I'll
that they-
gather it all into like my side bag and I'll write a note for Sarah to read after the thing. Like if you have lost any items, please see the Phantom Ranger after the show and she'll help you find your missing property.
Oh my God.
Everybody
I
swamps
do.
Cassidy at the end of the show.
And I will
I-
handle it directly and appropriately like I handled the spaceship on Aquitar.
Back on
I
my
will
home
put these
planet.
people in line.
Oh my! I do want to see if I can't like track where the kid goes to find him later.
Go ahead and make me an alertness perception check. I will say, with you've got edge already. Yes? No?
I don't have edge. No.
With edge and an upshift, as the members of the band assist you in trying to keep an eye on this kid.
Can I be super sneaky, Matthew?
No.
Knowing
No.
you, probably not.
Well, no, I was going to ask if the thing I gave the kid to contact us, like contact me if he needs, also has a tracker in it.
For a story point, I will say yes.
Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. Then
Womp womp.
I'll radio over. Don't worry, guys. Don't have to watch them too much. I'm tracking them.
That was pretty much me reading off the contents of my desk, yeah. Other than the rubber desk, rubber
Which
duck, yeah.
I don't hear it because I'm singing, and that would just be incredibly rude to have that happen while I'm on stage. My communicator is off.
Just
We've learned
communicator
that
goes
lesson.
off on stage.
I will say, Sarah, yep, you do notice in which direction the kid is going. But because of where you are on the stage, because of how the city's laid out, you do lose them after like a minute or two after they leave the concert and sort of head out.
I have
around
a
the city.
direction. Yeah.
You've at least got a rough idea of where they're heading. Do you want to try and track down the thief after the performance finishes, Sarah?
Yeah.
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 So
I think I want to have a conversation with, I guess, Jason would be the one to talk to. He's sort of the in charge guy here.
I will say then, as the concert comes to a close, as everything finishes up, as things don't start getting pulled down yet because people are still hanging out, people are enjoying themselves. Members of the team, like the auxiliary team and the ship, as well as members of the crowd, are using the stage to dance on and just chat about and socialize. You can see Pete. You can see Cassidy. Jason is in the crowd as well, watching. You also see Rocky. You see. You don't see Billy. Billy's working away at whatever it was that Billy's working away at because it's Billy.
Fixing Peter's mistakes. Yeah.
Yep. I wasn't going to say it, but somebody did. Peter's Michael's face there. Take it away.
Yeah. Whoop. That happened. Just- Excuse me. Jason, right?
Yes, that's. Have we not been? No, I suppose we haven't been introduced.
Wait, no, we
Yes,
haven't.
I'm
I'm
Jason.
Sarah. Yeah. Um, suppose I'll just be blunt. What is the point of a place like this if people feel the need to pickpocket and steal? What do you're
I don't understand. We have supplies brought down daily. There's food enough for everybody. There's shelter. We're building more. Obviously, the tents aren't ideal, but we're building more structures daily. There is enough.
okay? Okay. Insight check.
I will. I'm going to tell you right now. He is not lying.
Okay, that's fine.
And in fact, he not only is he not lying, he looks offended at the question.
Good. Good. All right. There was a kid in the audience who was pickpocketing. So figured I would check in. And it's good to know that you are on it.
I think you met Cavor.
This is not the first time.
This is not the third time. This is not the 10th time. Um, Judging from the picture that came through yesterday, I believe Cal also met Archon. Large avian, lots of swords, very good with them too. If any of you
All right.
fight with a sword and wish to, if I'm honest with you, get your butt thoroughly kicked, Archon is the bird to do it.
Challenge accepted.
I use my words.
Also had that thought.
Archon's been trying to get Kavor to turn their energy into something a bit more productive for a couple of months now.
Yeah. All right.
Real talks, was this kid just stealing because they're being a dick and I just rewarded them for no good reason?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is just a thing he does because it's
I think
fun for
to a
him.
degree, he's trying to collect Hartunian cultural objects.
Hmm.
But they're not all necessarily of what we would call cultural significance, though when you consider some of the items that are in museums across Earth, I suppose, who are we to judge cultural significance?
Mhm.
He lost both of his parents when Dark Spectre's forces attacked the planet. He does. Yale looks out for him. Archon has been trying to teach him a better way.
Maybe he just needs someone who has gone through what he's gone through.
There's a lot
At
of
least a little
that
bit.
in here, in Safehaven, but he doesn't stop running for very long. I think a
Pete,
lot of us can understand that.
I assume you peed at him, right, Pete?
I, 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 I,
Yeah, and I gave him a means to contact us, but it was really just a means for me to trace him.
He rewarded him for his efforts.
Well, that too, yeah. I saw that part, but yeah, all
I
right.
mean, I saw a kid stealing and assumed, they were doing it because they were in need.
That's what I assumed as well. Like,
Was I the
well,
only one that didn't assume this? Or that
Yes.
apparently
I
But then
having been the kid who has to steal, yeah. All right. Feed me the location information. That'll make it much easier than me just wandering aimlessly through the safe haven.
and I will patch you into the tracking device so that you have the ability to trace it as well. In fact, I'll patch everyone in.
And I suppose I owe you an apology, Jason. I'm sorry if I was rude in the way I questioned you about things, but I've had some unfortunate experiences with authority, and it has scarred me.
It's perfectly understandable. Um, when we came to Safehaven, we just had to worry about ourselves and the next mission. But the longer we've been here, the more we've had to turn into city planners and builders. We don't just get to go out and punch things in the face anymore. It's
Yeah,
been challenging.
I don't doubt it. But we're here to help now, and as the official ambassador from the North Pole, I have authority things, I suppose, and I'll do what I can. You heard, yes, we met Santa Claus. I'll pull out my ID. Yeah, there you go.
All he gave me was a
Overcomes,
photo frame that showed me pictures of back home.
overcomes to Cassie and Cube. He is just gonna be like, she's never gonna stop showing that to people.
I got a digital photo frame. Z gave me a digital photo frame.
I mean, we get what we need from Santa Claus, I guess. I don't- At least it wasn't coal.
No, that's fair.
Just made Jason sad, and it's hilarious.
Um,
All
So
right,
he has a concussion and now he has a broken heart.
exactly. Santa hates me.
I'm
Shut up.
I need to go write a very important letter. Um,
Go ahead
I'll
and
have a
finally word an email to Santa
conversation.
Claus.
I'll have a conversation with Archon just to speak to him a bit more about Kavor. Just maybe see about
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna go find him now.
yeah. Um, good luck on Triforia.
Oh, right. There was a memo. Yeah,
There was a memo. I
Certainly
don't
in the
know why
group
that
text.
broke me. I don't know why that broke me.
And then
But it
Jason
did.
turns around and sort of starts stalking off, like pacing as quickly as he can back towards
He's gonna
their
send Santa a
base
strongly worded email.
because he is writing
Like,
a letter to Santa. Um,
Trini, come calm down your man before he
He's gonna
makes
get
Santa
himself on the
angry.
naughty list.
Yeah.
quite possibly, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go look for Kevlar.
It it doesn't
That
take you long because of the tracking device. What takes you the longest is to navigate the city. It's set out in blocks, very much like an American city would be. They have left a lot of room for for the vegetation to grow up and around it. There's gardens, like allotments, for food to be grown in. There's orchards of trees, of fruits, and a lot of the houses have got trellises up them from which other vegetables and spices and things are growing. So even the really dull looking, almost concrete buildings have got colour to them. But it also does give a bit of a deceptive appearance of this jungle like state. And when you find the building that Kavor is supposedly in, it's 2 stories tall. It is covered in greenery. Absolutely covered. There is not a light to be seen through any of the windows. You can just hear the pitter patter of feet as somebody moves around inside. And then, illuminated from the moon, you see somebody slip out of one of those top windows, climb down the edge of the building, using that greenery as foot and handholds, and then sort of come to a stop on the street about 3 foot away from you.
This is bringing up a lot of memories for Sarah. Kevor, right?
How do you know my name? I mean,
Well,
no. Kavor's in the house.
you're, I guess, a little bit famous around here.
No, Kavor's in the bedroom sleeping.
You just said, "How do you know my name?" Come on.
I thought you said Trevor.
Really? Jig is up, kid. We need to talk.
Look, okay, the other ranger guy, he said I could have the money. He gave me it. It's all fair and square. No takebacks.
You have everything you need here. Why are you doing this?
Kavor crosses his arms in front of his chest in a real kind of stubborn, semi-dismissive fashion, as if like I'm done talking now. And his head drops down, his chin's just touching his chest, and his toe begins digging into the dirt at his foot. Just you hear him mutter, "Not everything."
What's missing?
Mum and Dad.
I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah? Don't expect to kill your parents too?
No, but they died. They were taken from me. And I guarantee I had a worse aftermath than you do here. Yes, your parents died, but you have people who actually care about you and want to take care of you and not exploit you. And your flouting that goodwill.
They just want me to be like them.
No, they don't. I want you to be you. I want you to be safe and happy. But these things you're taking, you don't know what any of these things that you're taking mean to the people that you're taking them from.
They've given up. They don't even want to go back. They like it here.
That's okay.
No, it's
You
not.
can move.
We need to go back and take our home back.
I agree. But sometimes people find new homes, and that is okay too.
They're just scared. I'm not scared.
I don't need to roll an insight check for that.
It's got like that
Yeah.
bottom lip that's just sticking out in that stubborn fashion. It's just like,
Yeah.
I'm not scared. Puffs
Then
his
you're
chest out.
stupid. I'm
I'm not
terrified.
stupid.
If you're not scared, you must be stupid. I'm scared all the time. I'm a Power Ranger. I'm genuinely terrified 90% of my time.
But you're a Power Ranger.
Yeah. Doesn't make me not scared.
But nothing can hurt you.
I beg to differ.
I've nearly died more than once doing this. We're not invulnerable.
Cavor kind of like leans back against a trellis and sinks down to his butt, just sitting in the street. So
Gonna sit next to him.
I'm just supposed to just give up and not
Never.
take back my home?
No, of course not. We're here. We came out here. We all left our home to help you take back yours. We're going to put Dark Spectre where he belongs. But what you're doing now isn't helping you get home. You're just hurting people. You do know that, right?
I figured they didn't need it if they didn't want to go back home.
Just because they don't want to go back doesn't mean they don't want to keep a piece of it. And they're afraid. Maybe they think it can't be taken back. It's up to us to show them that it can. But they deserve to hold on to their memories.
Cavor sort of sits there for a couple of minutes in silence as he's kind of considering everything you've said to him. And then you'll hear a crack, and he'll pull out from the trellis. He'll pull like this wooden, essentially like this wooden chunk. It's crude. There's nothing pretty about it. It's just a piece of wood with a thicker, blunt piece of wood atop it that just kind of has the appearance of a hammer if you really squint. If you tilt your head just right and you really squint your eyes. And he's just I'm going to be a Power Ranger.
All
Because then
right.
even if I am scared, I can fight too.
Well, something I had to learn and am still learning occasionally. Stealing is frowned upon if you're a Power Ranger.
What if I steal
Unless it's
from the bad guys?
that's fine. You can always steal.
Okay. They have
What
this story back on my planet of this guy who stole from the bad guys and gave the money to the good guys.
We have one of those. Yeah. They make a new movie about it like every 6 months. Yeah.
Oh, they killed us.
Oh, ours was never real, but
Oh no, ours
supposedly.
was real, but they killed him.
Yeah. The drawback to being heroic, I guess, and doing the right thing is, yeah, bad shit might happen to you. But we do it anyway. Someone's
You
got to.
grow up really quick.
Yeah.
But it's okay because you can stop other people from growing up quick too.
There he is. He's gonna like turn and like fate look him right in the eye and just like give him that deep, deep look. Yeah, I think there might be a Power Ranger in there. Well, what do you say we go get all of these things you're hiding in here? And we get them back where they belong.
Okay, but if I don't ask Archon for help too, he will be very angry with me.
Sure, we can get the sword bird.
The sword bird?
Archon just like steps out of the shadows, maybe like
Holy
3 feet away
Jesus!
from you, and he's like 7 foot tall, jet white feathers, complete plate mail armor that just glistens when it catches the light. How he stood in the
How I didn't
shadows.
see him.
Yeah.
This is a my
Um
very good.
it's just
Holy error, Chicago Batman.
you called.
Apparently. Does he
We
do
will
that a
return
lot?
these items to their owners now, yes?
Yeah. Yeah. Lord.
When I am motionless, people tend not to see me.
I don't see how, but good job. Stand up, put my arm out to Kevor.
Cable takes it and just like pulls up. He's surprisingly strong. He's got a bit of muscle on there and pulls his way up. Keeps the hammer at his side. Uh, kind of like shoves it for a loop in like the belt loop of his trousers and looks at Archon. He's just like, Archon, I'm going to be a Power Ranger. I'm not going to have a sword though, so I need you to teach me how to use a hammer instead of a sword. And Archon just kind of tilts his head in that way that birds, particularly owls, can do. It's just, I've not used a hammer in many a years, but it can crack through armor surprisingly well. I will show you how to wield one, youngling.
I wouldn't know just that trend the yellow Omega uses a hammer, right? That's
Yes,
probably common knowledge for us. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Right.
You've seen them
Hammer.
fight, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Great big hammer, like almost the size of Trini. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's go pack all this stuff up.
You spend the rest of the evening with Archon and Gavor, just traveling around the city like some weird Santa. returning these stolen items. A bit like the Grinch, I suppose, from the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, just returning the stolen items to their owners.
I mean, ambassador from the North Pole. Let's go.
Yep. And your heart grows 3 sizes that night.
I was just about to say, some might say Cowboy's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Yes. Yeah. And by the time that the evening finishes, Kavor is on last legs. You know, it was already late. He's already been up most of the night. Archon's carrying him in one arm, like almost baby-like, just got one arm, and Kavor's just draped across, just asleep. Archon doesn't seem to have any difficulty doing this. He's been discussing different things with you the entire evening, all different things. You know, from politics to the right way to crack open plate mail armor with a hammer to the best way to dine in Hartunian high society. Apparently,
multiple
his
swords is better
knowledge
than one.
is encyclopedic.
This is from Kevor or
No, Archon.
Archon? Okay, all right.
Yeah. Kavor's mostly been talking about how he's going to be a Power Ranger, the best Power Ranger. What color exactly that is changes throughout the night.
I mean, it's obviously pink, but
yeah, as it gets to that point where everything's now finished, Archon takes Kavor off to sort of take him and put him back to bed, says farewell, and leaves you to your own devices.
all right. Just gonna head back. Are we sleeping on the ship, or did we get like
On the ship?
okay? All right, then I'll head back to the ship. Yeah. All right. I just did a thing. I fixed the thief problem. You're welcome.
Please tell me you didn't kill them.
No, he's so dead. He's so dead. You wouldn't know. Of course not.
Sarah, he was a child.
You taught him better skills and recruited him into your elite crew of pickpockets, didn't you? There was a whole musical number. There were handkerchiefs.
Got a musical number.
Training montage.
Damn it. Ah. Damn it.
Mr. I'll make a thief out of you.
Okay, I was thinking we
going
got
through
to
my
pick a
head, but
bucket or two, but
I
you
know,
know.
but I liked mine.
No, and he really wants to be a ranger.
Good for him.
Did you put in,
I mean,
in touch with Ninja?
I mean, I do have him on speed dial.
I don't want to put anybody in touch with Ninjor. That guy.
Why?
He's just weird.
So are you.
That's
Maybe
fair.
you should touch Ninja.
Just everywhere and knows everything, and it's just creepy.
He's over like 1,000,000 years old. Of course he would be everywhere and know everything.
Doesn't make it uncreepy.
Wait, Ninja's Hugh Hefner?
Now you made it creepy.
Well, he's like 1,000,000 years old and has been everywhere.
Grid boy?
Please segue, Matt. Please segue.
As night passes on today and your travels to Triforia come up, I think you know the question I'm about to ask you.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Astro navigation
Would
check.
you please make me an astro navigation check to see if you can make it to Triforia without terrible
And
consequences?
I help because I have been to Triforia before.
So what I would need from you is a science astrophysics check.
Me?
If you succeed, yep. If you succeed, you can provide an upshift to his technology check.
Can
You
I
want me to
also
do
try to help?
Succeed,
You
can
want me to do
also add edge.
science?
Got
I
the
already
lab
have
coat.
edge.
Are we able to do more than one help?
You
Matt, I have nothing in science.
them's the astrophysics.
Then you can just look pretty in the background.
Yeah.
You can indeed. You can make a science astrophysics check for me.
Cassie's just standing there in the background holding up like an old paper map.
Nope.
She hand drew
Yeah.
it. She hand drew it. It's an old star chart. I got a 3. Because I
You
had
got a
snag.
3? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had snag.
Unfortunately,
I can't remember. Oh, I know I had this map somewhere. I can't. Oh, Wanda.
D&D
Who's
map.
Who's been in Wanda?
the problem is, of course, is
Dragon's
that
Sword.
planets
Crazy.
move. You need to plot the direction, the route to where the planet is going to be as it's moving, not where it was the last time you travelled to it.
It has been a while since I've been there.
Yep. Fortunately, nobody fumbled, because if they had fumbled, you would have got downshifts on your skill check.
So am I just rolling my normals, yeah?
You are rolling your normal astrometrics and navigational planning check using technology, please, sir.
25.
25?
Not enough.
You fly into a sun.
Actually,
You
space
do
sucks.
make it.
We fly into a moon.
Fly
It does.
into a moon and bend your death amongst the stars.
You're able to plot a route which you are fairly confident will take you there. The only problem is that you're also fairly confident is that it's going to take a couple of days, which is going to eat into the time that you have on Triforia before the Psycho Rangers arrive.
How many days exactly?
It's probably going to take about half of the week that you have.
Before that, can I get into contact with any of my contacts on Triforia? As I know that there's no Phantom Ranger out there, but if I know somebody on the planet, I would love
There's
to
this
get
guy
into
called
contact.
Trey.
Yeah, there's this guy called Trey.
Unfortunately, Trey has been missing for a while.
Trey's been missing.
Yeah.
But
What
like
I
if I
was
know
gonna
anybody
say
else on the planet, I
is
would love to
that
get in chat with them.
you can try to make another skill check. However, it will be at a downshift of at least 1.
Okay. What skill check am I making?
No, so Pete can try and make another
Okay.
technology skill check to try and get a better result, but it's going to be at least at 1 downshift.
Okay, so if you give me a downshift, I'm going to use a point of personal power to give myself an
I said at
upshift.
least at 1 downshift.
I
It's entirely possible more. So the question is, do you want to try and redo it?
mean, I can't, but the highest I can roll is like a 32. So like a 25 isn't
Yeah, I don't think
terrible in the grand
yeah.
scheme. Like me getting
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
higher than that
we're
isn't
not.
going to be
The
likely.
chances of doing better are not. Yeah.
Especially if I can get into contact with somebody on ground and we can start planning through subspace communication as we go, as we arrive, so that once we land on the ground on Triforia, we have a plan.
Before we leave as well, Pete is going to ask Q in particular. Q, do you reckon you could get in contact with Billy and see if what he's been working on is ready yet, or will be ready
Sabina?
by the time we get to Treforia?
Could you roll me 2d6, please, Sabina?
Yes, 2d6, I could do that.
Mm-hmm. And
Is
let
there
me
a
know what
reason
the
why
individual results are of the 2d6.
I will send you in a message.
Q talking to people? Is there a reason why you're not talking to Billy? Usually you're all over him like a rash.
Yeah, he doesn't particularly like having me around. I thought it'd probably be best coming from you.
Still not happy about the hard drive.
Nope. Not
Well, they
happy
do
about
roll.
me. Not happy about me in general. To be fair. Hey ho.
He will put his hand on Pete's shoulder and say, it's never possible to know the outcome of the decisions that you make. The important thing is to learn as much as you can when they don't turn out the way that you would like. But don't stop making the decisions that you do that you think are the best thing that you can do in any one moment.
Pete will just like pat your hand, and just like silently nod in contemplation.
And then I'll go and ping Billy.
So this is going to be amusing. Q and Cassidy, you're both in the middle of communicating with two different individuals. Cassidy, you're in contact with I'm going to say with the Queen of Triforia.
Hey.
Just
Yeah,
Hey.
not for long.
and Q, obviously, you are talking to Billy, who does seem very focused on the task at hand.
The Queen of Safehaven.
The Queen of Safehaven.
Mm-hmm.
As you are traveling through faster than light travel, the ship is rocked by a series of explosions.
No, stop that.
Um,
Sorry, I was talking to my pen.
Not
Also
the
the
ship.
explosions, but all
Yeah.
the pen as well.
Pete straight away when
Dang
the
it.
explosions are going off. Wasn't me.
Cal is not here. That's why we're hitting things.
Yeah.
You know instantly, Pete, sitting in the all of you can tell because of the way that the ship's cockpit is laid out. You've all got a console in front of you. You can all see any aspect of the ship. If any of you wanted to, you could hand over the driver's role to any other person in any of those seats. It's not like a dedicated role. You all have the systems in front of you. Any of you could take over weapons. Any of you could take over sensors. Anything. It's fantastic layout of the ship. You all see across the ship several warnings. Weapon systems are offline. Environmental protection systems are offline. Fortunately, there's you're off to Triforia. There's no danger on the planet Triforia. There's no increment weather. There's no increment temperatures or anything like that. It can all wait until you get there to repair anything on the ship.
What the hell hit us?
Both of your messages also cut out, however, as the
Yep.
communications array are also knocked offline.
Shit. Somebody bring us back online, people. Come on,
Do
what
we
did we
still
see?
have
What's going
sensors?
on?
You do have sensors.
Yeah, what hit? Let's
Go
see if I
ahead
can.
and make me an alertness check. You can use the ship sensors to give you a bonus to that.
Uppies?
I need to double check because I say that and I can never remember what the bonus actually is. It's under instrument array. Edge on alertness skill tests.
Edge, okay.
Do all of us get to roll that? Or
Yep.
Cool. So we get edge,
Mm-hmm.
and this is perception.
Yep.
Sight.
Alertness.
Can I do anything
All right.
techie?
Good lord. Hold on.
It will still be alertness.
16.
19.
So that makes that.
Nope, I don't need two of these. I just need one of these. Alright. Ah,
That didn't improve.
I can reroll you.
I swear to God, I've rolled a
You're
2
the
on a
same!
D4 every time
That
tonight.
didn't improve.
What I would say is, as you're rolling dice and posting the results for me,
That
you
did.
do notice that whilst these systems have been knocked offline, the ship is still hurtling through faster than light travel. It is still moving. Nothing, as far as you're aware, should have been able to attack you in this area of space, in this bubble around you that is enabling you to propel yourself faster than the speed of light.
Mhm.
Since I
And
rolled crap while everybody's searching to see what's hit us, I'm checking all of our other systems just to make
everything
sure.
else is still online. You have no weapons, your environmental protection systems are down, and your communication systems are down. It's
Environmental
almost
protection.
like
That was the other one.
Like
the
we were
ship
targeted.
has been sabotaged, ready for something else to attack you. And as you use the sensors to try and work out what has attacked you, there is nothing inside that bubble, and you are traveling so quickly that everything else the sensors are picking up, it's like there's a planet, it's gone. There's a collection of planets, they're gone. There is nothing moving alongside you. Jay?
What the internal sensor is telling us.
The
Yeah.
internal sensors read that there are exactly the right amount of people on the ship as there should be. There's nobody extra.
Did
I'll go one
the
step further and say that all of the people have got like ID tags or something. All of them are registering as the right people on the ship.
do
Did
do the
every
sensors tell us if the if it was like if the explosions were internal or external?
Uh,
that was my next
Okay.
question, yeah.
Yeah.
so what do we get? We
Uh,
got a 16, a 19, a 13, and
Critical
a
22.
22. I would say with a critical 22, you're 99% certain that the damage was external, but it was placed like it was some sort of explosive charge that was placed there ahead of time.
Who had Sarah, do you share this information?
Yeah, of course.
Who had access to this ship when, besides everybody at Safehaven?
I mean,
Everybody at
did
Safehaven.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, did
Did anybody
everyone at Safehaven actually have access?
The ship was
to
just landed there.
the ship was just landed there? Did anybody? I'm gonna
What
open
if
up
it's been
ship.
it been sitting? It could have been sitting there since we had our last encounter with the psychos.
I'm
When
gonna set up. I'm gonna turn on uh open comms, like shipwide communications, and be like, "This is your Phantom Ranger speaking. Has anybody noticed anything weird on the exterior of the ship while we were on uh Safe Haven? If you have, please report to one of us. Thank you." And then I'll turn it off.
You will ask Decker.
Smart.
Uh, Tor in your
four?
equivalent.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, Tor grumbles awake like he's been sleeping for some time.
Insurance.
Yeah, insurance.
Insurance.
It's almost laborious. There is, you can imagine almost like the shaking of great weight off of one's shoulders as he comes to. It's just Tor hurts.
You say Tor hurts? Oh, poor Tor.
Chunks of it have just been exploded. That's what I was going for.
Yep. Yep.
I
Yes.
am
Um,
now. Yeah.
yeah, the giant turtle from the Neverending Story was the picture I had in mind, just like that sort of
Yeah.
yeah. Tor is just like Tor hurts. You can feel almost like a shake through the ship as a vibration travels through the deck's platings.
It's okay, buddy. We'll fix you up.
Yeah.
Do you know when whatever hurt you was put there?
You hear Tor respond very much to Sarah's guess. Psychos.
Yeah. That damn green psycho. He had the run of the ship.
Yeah.
Did we not do a sweep of the ship? I suppose we never did.
I suppose we
The
never did.
engineering team, when we get back to somewhere that's safe, we're going to do a full scrub down and wash up of every single everything.
I mean, I think
Everything.
we
I'm
might have did the
gonna.
sweep of the inn. We did the sweep of the people. But yeah,
Nobody new
that
came onto our ship today, so
yeah.
it's just us, just our people. Um,
It was
I'm
him.
gonna. Can I do a quick energy signature to see if the energy source from the uh the explosions are sensed anywhere else on the ship in case there could be more?
Make me a technology or alertness perception check using the
I'll
sensors if
do
you make an alertness perception check.
I'll do alertness perception, but I get edge anyway, so
Okay.
I have an upshift.
thank you, sir.
I will cover the other bases if I'm allowed and
Yeah.
do the sweep with the tech.
Remember, Tor can help you as a free action.
Yeah, give me a good upshift.
I will also. Can I have Tor help me as well, or can he
Yeah.
only help one of us?
No, he can help you as a free action.
So that's 2 upshifts for me. That brings me up to a D12, and I'm specialized. Okay.
Every single screw gets washed.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully not too much so that they no longer that pressure wash to the point where they no longer screw down into place.
22.
22.
Hold on. I mathed wrong.
That all of my dice.
Critical 31.
I'm going to say, Pete, you're fairly confident
Didn't roll
that
a
there's no
D10.
other energy signatures. Cassidy, you are beyond confident. You are so confident that you would put money on it.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. I'm still not like 100% like calmed down that there's not other sabotagingness on the ship, but I will tell everybody like, okay, I've done a full scan of the ship, and she's done this all in like less than 5 minutes. Done like a full scan of the ship using her awesome perception, and it's like I've done a full scan of the ship. I don't see anything else that could be this energy signature, so we should be good.
Yeah, I concur with that. I've done a tech sweep of the ship too and can't find any more traces of the energy signature.
And somehow they knew to do it now when we're going to confront them.
I mean,
How did they know that we were going to confront them? Was it just when our computer was set, when our nav was set to Triforia? Is that when it decided to take off?
Could be proximity based.
Mm.
I was going to suggest the same thing, Q, buddy.
We're still a
Which
few days
means-
out.
Which means
But-
we're either in close proximity to Triforia
Proximity
or the
to
cycles.
them. Yeah.
Let's keep going with caution.
We
I'm
don't have a lot
going,
of choice. Yeah.
while we're going with caution, I'm going to check my wayfinder and see where
Explain
the
away.
where the color blips of the Psycho Rangers are on my wayfinder and see how far away from Triforia they are. If I can do that, I think I can do that with my wayfinder.
I will say you can see that they're still 4 days out at this point in time. They're on a
Okay.
planet near Triforia.
some sort of proximity sensor as to when we come into the like general solar system that Triforia exists in?
Yeah.
Could be.
General sector, maybe. Yeah.
And I will say you
You will
can
I
try to make repairs to the damaged systems if you wish to do so.
You will look to the team and say, we don't need to worry too much about why it's gone off now, but we do need to worry about staying alive until we make it to Triforia.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's get we need to get the environment system fixed before anything else.
Yeah, we
And
don't
then
want to have oxygen fail. Weapon systems need to be back online in case we get attacked. And then comms.
So for the environmental protection system, you've got two separate choices. You can either make a athletics spacewalk skill test and a technology skill test. You have to succeed on both. Or two different survival hazmat skill tests.
Can we not power wing and fly?
No, because you're in this bubble of FTL travel. You cannot go. Like, if you screw up and go outside of the bubble of FTL travel, you're gone.
Gone.
Lost in space!
Yeah.
I mean, you said we
Wake
like
up in the 21st
everything's got
century.
enough power for us to reach Triforia safely.
But if we get attacked on the way, we're screwed.
Or if you get there and there's enemies.
We're screwed.
I mean, we have the Zords.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we do.
I'm less concerned about the weapons.
Well, we need to at least get environmental protection on and comms back on line.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna be real honest with you. Like the last few times I've had to go out there, it hasn't ended well for me. Like, but the systems are fine until we get to Triforia and we've got the Zords to defend ourselves. So I say
Can
we just punch it, get there, and then start repairs.
what is it to get comms back online, Matt? Because I want to warn
Comms
the
back
Queen.
online is going to be an athletics spacewalk skill test and then a
Uh-huh.
technology skill test to actually repair it.
Yeah, the technology I'm
awesome.
fine with. It's the getting to it.
Yeah, I
The
can't do
I
either.
mean,
weapons,
You will
the
do it.
weapons is the worst one realistically because it's going to be
guys,
an
we
athletics
have
spacewalk
people for
and
these things.
technology per
Send
each
Kelsey.
weapon.
Who has technology?
That's what she does.
Kelsey
Actually, I
blows
think she
things up.
does.
Yeah.
You will go with Kelsey.
She does athletics. She does technology.
Yeah, I think
She
she actually
do.
has
She
both
do.
of those.
Yeah.
So I only played.
And I think
She
she
does.
probably has a
I should.
specialty in engineering.
I should know this. I played the pony version of her. I should know this.
I warn you now, Q. Faster than light space is a weird sensation.
You will go with Kelsey.
Thank you.
Why is it
That's-
Kelsey is the one best situated for this?
Can I assist
I'm not
over
athletic.
internal comms and give
gonna
Kelsey
say
an upshift
no.
on technology?
I'm just
Can I
gonna.
assist with the power of love?
What I'm gonna
Power
say
of love.
is because we're gonna have another ad break start in 30 seconds.
You.
We'll have the ad break. We'll have a 5-minute break. Let these guys figure out their plan and come back to you with a plan planned.
Planned.
You got it,
Go
dude.
pee, get drinks, get snacks, and come back for space shenanigans.
Michael, take it away because Michael is going to play Kelsey as Kelsey is Sarah's girlfriend, partner.
I can't say what I was about to say.
These are both the.
I've got the sheet currently working on, so I posted what the skills are at.
Oh,
Feel free
okay.
to roll
I see. There we go. I was
physical
like,
dice
because I opened the copy and I'm like, but it
Yeah.
looks the same. I was confused. Okay.
I started on a
I
completely
understand
new
now.
sheet as I was working through it.
All right. Word. All right. Yeah. So That'll be a D8 on the athletics.
How quickly can you build a character sheet? Apparently the answer is just over 5 minutes.
Yeah, really.
I just think personally really speaks for how easy E20 is to build character sheets and characters.
Yeah.
Just for the record to anybody watching.
Jesus. All right.
Okay,
Regular
so
21 for the
yeah,
space
so
one.
that's a 15 for the athletic spacewalk skill test. So that is a success on the athletic spacewalk skill test.
I was going to say, but I was very distracted by the fact that I now have the cat with me. Because Q's going with it. Q can use teacher,
Oh, so you get
edge,
you
and
get
an upshift.
thank you. That's the words. My brain was
Okay.
not doing the thing. And
Are
that's
you
not
able
words.
to assist with technology?
Yes.
All right.
Hello,
One more
please.
upshift
Nope,
and an
it's lost focus.
edge.
You're focused on the stream.
Oh, okay.
Critical 20 for the repair.
And that's for the environmental protection, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so you do leave the ship, because you do that as opposed to going through the interior of the ship where any of the areas are damaged. And you're able to make your way out and carefully plonk, 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 magnetically sealed boots along with Q, travel your way across the outside of the ship towards the damaged section. You can see like several parts of the ship have been opened to space, essentially. None of the crew compartments, but the armor is such that it definitely wouldn't be able to stand up to as much damage as it otherwise would. Mechanically speaking, your toughness was reduced as a result of the explosions. So it would have been considerably easier to attack you. You're able to make some repairs and patch up enough of the parts of the ship that are damaged that you're confident that the environmental protection systems are now back online and reporting back into the ship. Any of the others are able to confirm that that is the case.
Great job, baby.
Do we want to do comms whilst we're out here?
Yeah.
It will take another athletic spacewalk test just to get from where you are to the comm system.
What A to point B. Okay. Yeah. All right. But let's see. That was that'll be 2, and then this, and then this, and then bam. Oh no. That's a 7.
Did you get the stuff from teacher too?
I did, yes.
Oh no. Is there anything
That
that you can
is a
re-roll
7.
that'll help?
Not with a 2 and a 3 and the D20s.
Bear with me
No.
a moment. Let me just double check her abilities just to make sure there's nothing that would pop up.
I don't think so.
No, Kelsey.
But I mean, they're tethered to the ship. Like, it's just, yeah.
Are they though?
Well, at the very least, each other.
Yeah. I'll just kill both of you. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm in charge now.
Why did somebody put Sarah in charge?
This is where you find out that you never actually rescued Q. You rescued other evil clone Q.
Gosh darn it! There's too many evil clones of Q. How many are just
The
running around?
other Q.
Yeah.
Q 3.0.
Q, go ahead and make me an athletics spacewalk test, please.
Okie dokie. Do I get
Take a story point if you want it.
Sorry, what? Say again?
Take a story point for specialization.
It's not really going to help too much.
Mhm.
Um, Yeah, I don't really think I have any perky perks that are going to help me, but let's see
You
what
can
happens.
spend PowerPoint to give yourself an upshift, remember?
Ooh, how many
One
times can I do
PowerPoint
that?
for an upshift.
Oh,
And to
excellent.
spend a story point to act as if specialized.
Uh, yeah, I'll do that.
I mean, does this count as a new scene?
It would be a new scene, so you will be back
so
at
our
5
story points
story
are
points.
refreshed.
Uh,
Lovely.
I hate those
okay.
lids on those bloody bottles.
Doesn't bother me.
Drive me insane. I keep hitting myself in the face with them.
It's a critical 29.
Jesus.
Okay. I was going to say, as long as you got at least a degree of success above 10, which obviously a critical would be, you not only succeed, but also manage to help Kelsey succeed. Critical 29 is more than one degree of success above 10. Yeah. Because the two of you are tethered together, though Kelsey struggles a bit to make it over the damaged sections of the ship.
I see a tip and just pull. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
like,
just,
nope.
yep, just gentle tug on the line and sort of yank her towards you.
Like she's at the end of a lasso. Punk.
Throw her around to the other side.
Yeah.
My girl.
And you do make it towards the section of the ship in which the communications array is or was, because you now found that a lot of it is vented into space. Fortunately, they're able to kind of push replacement parts towards you using, physics to make sure they just keep traveling, because objects in motion stays in motion, yada yada, etc., etc. And they soar over towards you and come to a halt as you put your hands out to stop them. Go ahead and make me that technology check, please, to make the repair. 17 will succeed.
I'm gonna. Okay, then it's fine. I don't need to re-roll the one.
I was say 17 will succeed. I say that 17 actually will not succeed. I was reading the wrong one. I was reading the one
Then
above
I'll
it.
spend I'll spend a story
20.
point to re-roll that one on the other d20.
My apologies. I'm lying to you. I mean,
Still 17. All right, uncalled for.
anything you can do to help?
I'm just trying to work that out.
Or are we going to have no comms relay still? Dun 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 dun.
Is there anything I can do internally to help?
And let's say no.
Again, power of love.
It's the power of
Ugh.
Ding, ding.
Love that song.
Me too.
I don't think so. I don't think I have anything that gives a reroll. Oh no, it's smarts. Hang on.
It is smarts. Yeah.
What did I just read that said smarts? Is it dance related?
Do
I'll
a
tell you
repair
what,
dance.
you do have 1 point of personal power because she is gridlock as a faction.
Oh. Okay. She was at 10,
So you can roll
8,
1d12.
10, 12, 2d8.
2d8, yeah. You can roll 2d8 for me. That's my fault because I didn't tell you what faction she was.
I'll do it. It's
Yeah.
20? Oh, maybe that'll do it.
11 plus 9 will make 20.
Yeah.
So you just able to replace the last of the parts and get them working. You can see, you can tell almost immediately that the comm system's back into action because things start moving. It gives you like a second to kind of step back before things start moving to try and relay, like get back into position to pick back up the conversations that were taking place.
He will touch his comms and say,
Okay.
right, I'm calling this. We're too tired. We're coming back in.
That's fine. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you for saving the love of my life. I owe you one high five.
Oh, you want Chris high five?
That feels not a great exchange rate, but you know. And I think sort of that's where we'll end it for tonight. We didn't make it to Triforia, but on the positive note, everybody's still alive. Sorry.
Panic.
Yeah, panic swings in with that's what she's worth. Be right back. I'm telling Kelsey. I love that. Yeah, on a positive note, no one died, which is really good.
But did
You
you
did
die?
have a nice plot developing moment with a thief who could possibly turn into the next Omega Ranger. Who knows? I think we all know, because we've yeah. And we've already started working on the replacement Kelsey for the former Kelsey character sheet. It was kind of mean when you say the replacement Kelsey.
I was thinking, are we killing her again?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, are we
Again?
killing
It's
Kelsey?
okay. We have Kelsey clones.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like the Ray Iron Army.
Yeah, we have Kelsey at home.
Emergency,
Just
in
Kyle.
case of emergency.
Yeah.
Backup Kelsey. Please state
Yeah.
the nature of your Kelsey-based emergency.
Fantastic. Great game. As per usual, favorite moment for yourself, favorite moment for another player. Michael might kill me because I told him he was going to have to do a thing and he hasn't had to do it yet. He may also be relieved because he hasn't had to do it yet.
I have time to like prepare a bit more now, and it means I can also do the second part of the message that I sent you.
Oh, that scares me.
Oh no!
Oh,
What
you
did
drawing
do?
it?
Oh, go blind.
Yeah, I'll draw. I'll
Okay.
draw them in it. I'll draw.
Okay. I'm looking forward to
draw
that.
I'm
Okay.
scared.
Favorite moment for yourself, favorite moment for another player. We're going to start with Michael, who plays Sarah, because I feel like there's been a lot of Michael who plays Sarah moments today, which is good
Yeah, there
because
was.
you know he abandoned us last week just to sleep. Outrageous.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my idea. But I mean, favorite moment for myself was the whole Kevor thing. Yeah,
Good moment.
I
Sarah's
like
now
that.
a mentor, and that's probably not good for Kevor, but it's where we live now.
I did like Kavor's just no, that was I'm Trevor. Kavor's upstairs. Like
No, no.
No. This kid, he tries. He
I mean,
tries so hard.
yeah. And someone else would be Q saving Kelsey from utter doom.
Yay!
Don't kill my girlfriend.
Jay, who plays Q, who saved the girlfriend from utter doom. Favorite moment for yourself and for another player.
Favorite moment for another player was Probably the exchange with Jason, where all he got was a digital picture frame.
He's like, Z got me a digital picture frame. You're telling me Santa could have got me like ambassador to the North Pole? What the?
It's actually just like a piece of like construction paper that's been like hand drawn in crayon.
It's still official.
It's still official, man. Santa made it.
Sarah's got a desk and everything.
But no Ferrero Rocher. For Q, I don't know. It's tricky between just going, I'll do the spacewalk with Kelsey. And, well, saving Kelsey. I will give you a crisp high five.
Saving Private Kelsey.
Saving Private Kelsey. Wow.
Yeah.
So,
So thank you.
okay. Sabina, who plays Cassidy.
Oh, that's me. For someone else, it was Sarah's talk with Kevor. That was just wonderful to see how much Sarah's grown and to have her reflect upon all that. That was great. For Cassie, it was I like to think for Cassie, like she was in the middle of this conversation with the queen and she's being very nice, very courteous, very everything. And she's like, we're coming to this is what's going on. Having this really great conversation and then everything shuts down and she's immediately on red alert and then just immediately like bringing stuff out. So like those, checks back to back to back, even though they weren't really the greatest roles, but I think that was my favorite moment for Cassie is just getting to do her thing of like, oh no, shit, we're in danger. What do I need to do? That was fun.
Michael, who plays Peter.
For I suppose it's probably a joint one because it's the dichotomy between Peter and Cassie's interaction with the kid.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yep. That's great.
But then also, everyone had really good moments. Like there was obviously Sarah with the kid as well, whose name I keep forgetting, even though we keep saying it.
Just call him Kevin.
And then like
It's Macaulay Culkin.
moment, like Q's moment of like trying to reassure Pete. Yeah, every it was all just good.
Okay.
D, all of the above.
I enjoyed.
I would see all of the above.
Oh, we know you would.
Before this diverges into utter madness, as it's wont to do, thank you everybody for watching.
Oh, a quick reminder, next Thursday we'll be here, and then the show will be next, so it'll be the 30th, and then we're coming back Saturday the 8th to let y'all know, because Wibbly Wobbly Timey Wimey stuff, and then from the 8th, Saturday the 8th, we'll be streaming on Saturdays from now on. To let you all out there know.
What Sabina said.
Yeah.
May the power protect you from bad
Didn't know if anybody else was going to say it, so I figured I'd say it. Sorry, Matt.
No, thank you very much, because I'd meant to say it at the beginning and I forgot. So, yeah.
See you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday, everybody, and may the power protect you from terrible puns and or the Machine Empire.
All of the above.
Digital picture frames.
Digital picture frames.
Picture frames.
Bye all.
Bye.